Darren Williams and Denise Ondroff are two of U.S. businessman Morgan Williams's 4 children. Williams was the longtime head of the U.S.-Ukraine Business Council and passed away in June. It was only after their father's death that the children learned how important their father was to many Ukrainians.
After the Iron Curtain fell in the late 1980s, my father started working in international agricultural development in the former Soviet republics, and he really fell in love with Ukraine when he visited there.
For years, Williams promoted business between the United States and Ukraine. During that time, he learned of the Holodomor, a famine deliberately caused by Soviet leader Joseph Stalin in 1932 that resulted in the starvation death of millions of Soviet citizens. He began collecting artwork about the famine, and today this collection includes more than 500 items.
And he fell in love with the people, and he learned about the Holodomor and the injustices of the Holodomor and wanted to tell that story, and began collecting artwork in the mid-1990s, and then encouraging artists and meeting with artists to write more poetry, do more art related to the Holodomor to tell the story to the world.
The unique collection includes some 300 paintings, as well as hundreds of engravings, posters, stamps, and documents. His children say part of Williams's motivation was his understanding that people might be reluctant to purchase artwork showing suffering and starvation. Williams's children, together with the U.S.-Ukraine Business Council, donated the collection to Ukraine's National Museum of the Holodomor genocide in Kiev. The museum's director plans to display it for the public, but only after the war is over.
The country's museum's exhibits have been dismantled, most valuable artifacts have been hidden. Exhibiting priceless art today doesn't make sense because Russia shells Ukraine every day. Any place can be hit at any moment.
Hasidjak points out that preserving this art history has become even more important because Russian troops have destroyed monuments dedicated to the Holodomor on some occupied Ukrainian lands.
Such monuments were destroyed in Mariupol, Luhansk, Melitopol and Berdyansk regions.
Morgan Williams's daughter, Denise Ondroff, says there is one painting that has made an especially lasting impression on her.
There's one particular piece that means a lot to our entire family because the artist dedicated it to our father. It's a picture depicting the tree of life, but within that, really the tree of death, with people through the center of the tree with their arms held up wide like the leaves of the tree, which is actually in the shape of the country of Ukraine. So for us, the acknowledgement of our father and his passion for Ukraine and this particular, travesty in their history, but also just the emotion it provokes for all that were impacted just makes it so powerful.
A special service dedicated to Morgan Williams was held in Washington to remember this man who promoted Ukraine and also helped preserve its collective memories. For Hanna Tverdokhlib in Washington, Anna Rice, VOA News.